because it's a presentation, I have to start with something. I'm going to use space. You saw me do this a minute ago. I'm going to be a satellite. I'm a spacecraft launch services company, and I'm a spaceport, or we'll say we are a spaceport. And our target audience is commercial satellite operators. We indicate relevance by using the target key phrase and the closely related phrases in the normal ways. Nothing fancy. Some people think that we're going to show them some secret place to stick a key phrase and it'll win. That's super weird. That was never true. We just indicate relevance in the normal ways by putting it in the places where the primary target key phrase should exist, right? The title, the header, the body text, maybe the meta description. Here's Yoast, that question, right? Hey, Yoast, I gave Yoast my primary key phrase. I put it up here, and it gave me a green line, so I did good SEO, right? You did not do good SEO because Yoast does not know the keyword difficulty or your site's domain authority. Yoast is a snippet preview tool. That's all it is. It's just telling you what your snippet would look like if you happen to rank. Lovely tool. Why not use it? But you're not doing SEO if you just get a green line on Yoast. It does not, it'll give you a green line even if you're targeting an impossible key phrase. It does not understand, it has not crawled the web. It doesn't know link popularity, keyword difficulty. So we're going to use a target key phrase, primary target key phrase, title, header, body text, great. But now we need to go beyond that because that was old school SEO. We need to target the whole topic, not just the key phrase. It's not just about using the primary key phrase. We got to spread out our meaning. We got to use all the closely related phrases, all of the best practices and tips, and we use these phrases in more places. We have to find and use the semantically related phrases. Next question, what are the semantically related phrases for my topic? The answer, search. There they are. Small satellites, launch vehicles, low Earth orbit. The best page on the internet for the topic of satellite launch services should mention low Earth orbit, should mention launch vehicles. People also ask box. How much does it cost? Space Launch System, Virgin Galactic, and SpaceX. The best page on the internet for space launch services should also mention some of these phrases, right? Just start searching before you even finish searching. Rocket launch, launch location, space flight. The best page on the internet about satellite launch services should also mention these phrases. That's modern SEO. Targeting the topic, broaden the meaning. Target the topic, not just the key phrase. This is one example of a likely reason why people who write longer posts are getting better performance, because they're just using many more words. So this page does not use a target key phrase in the title. It does kind of use it in the header, doesn't use it in the body. It's not a detailed page at all. Doesn't use really any of the semantically related phrases. This page does not indicate its relevance. It's not a strong competitor for that key phrase. But we know now what we could target. We know how to update this page. We could easily do it. Market Muse is a tool for this. It will show you all of the semantically related phrases in one fell swoop. I'm a big fan of this, and I've been using it a couple of years now. If you put in the target key phrase, commercial satellite launch services, and give it the page, Market Muse goes and crawls the top 20 pages on the internet that rank for that phrase and shows you their keyword frequency, which words they used and how often. And it shows you your keyword frequency for those tools. So I could take these phrases out of Market Muse, or I made a list from all of my closely related phrases, and I'm going to load those into AI. Ready? It's going to start with the audience. We should know our audience very well. I'm going to use AI to help me know my audience better. I'm going to use what I call just a persona prompt. Very fast way to get a sense for who the audience is just by writing a prompt that includes a few basic elements. Build me a persona of a job title, commercial satellite operator. Works for a business category, global telecom company. In a certain geography, North America. Maybe a certain company size, $1 billion in revenue. That's kind of a medium size or smaller global telecom company, you can imagine. And then it goes ahead and does that. Oh, after I ask, of course, for the roles, the goals, the challenges, the pain points, the hopes, the fears. Tell me something about this person. And I'm a B2B marketer, so I don't care much about demographics. That's not really interesting to me. Does she drive a Volvo? And this is not relevant, right? I'm just trying to understand this person's decision criteria for hiring a company like mine. If you're trying to optimize for conversion, you really need to know the decision criteria. What are the factors that someone's using in their mind? Why did they come to this website? What are they considering? And it does it. And it does it quite well. And I'm now looking at a quick persona. Goals, their challenges, their general pain points, and their decision criteria for selecting a spacecraft launch company, right? And I can see there's some stuff here. But is this accurate? Is it good? Is this worthwhile? I don't know. And I'm skeptical of everything that comes out of AI. We're not just going to trust it. I'm encouraging all of you to actually go validate and check everything that you see from the AI. And I looked at this, and even with 10 minutes of research, I found that it was clearly missing some things. people who launch commercial satellites want to know about insurance and risk. Okay, so I found a huge gap right away, and I simply improved it by telling, but with the prompt that fixed it. Add the following decision criteria for selecting a launch company. Geopolitical considerations, rideshare opportunities, risk management. Great. Now I have some confidence. Hypothetically, I know my audience well, and I've improved this persona. It made one for me. Or better yet, you can just load it in. Categorize. I'm going to start with the categorization because there's a bunch of phrases here. Go categorize all those phrases. Ready? There's a lot of stuff. Here we go. It's going to categorize them into space launch services, launch vehicles, geographic regions, space entities. Great. Now they're categorized. If I missed anything, I'm just going to add it. Now, this is the money prompt. This is one of my favorite uses for AI so far because it combines the cheese and mouse trap, and it's totally based on my persona. It's kind of detailed. Build a table with 3 columns. In the first column, list my persona's prioritized needs. In the second column, make up a new metric called conversion clarity and tell me about my page's ability to inform and persuade. In the third column, make up a new metric called keyword relevance and tell me the extent to which I used or didn't use the target key phrases. That chart is a lot of what you need to do good digital marketing. It literally, on the left, I've got my audience's prioritized needs. In the middle, I've got the extent to which I addressed those needs to inform and persuade. And on the right, it aligns with the key phrases that I used. I rarely, like in my career, this is kind of a moment where I'm like, that's kind of the game? Like this is a lot of which, there's the cheese and the mousetrap and the empathy all kind of put together. This tells me what I need to do next. This is like a very useful cheat sheet that puts it kind of all in one place.